Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing a story I stayed silent about for years. It's not easy, but I know I'm not alone. This is the story of favoritism, responsibility, and finally finding my voice. I grew up in a regular American household. Nothing fancy, middle-class family, hard-working parents. I was the oldest child, and if you're the oldest, you already know what that means. From a young age, I was expected to be mature, responsible, helpful. My younger siblings? They were too young. Every single day looked the same. Waking up early, cleaning the kitchen, doing dishes, vacuuming, laundry, helping with cooking, taking out the trash, while my siblings watched TV, played video games, and slept in. And whenever I asked for help, they're younger than you. You're the responsible one. Stop complaining. I wasn't just tired. I felt unseen, unappreciated, taken for granted. I wasn't angry at my siblings. I was hurt by my mom, because love should feel equal, and in my house, it didn't. One day, I finally broke. I said, "Why do I do everything while they do nothing?" The room went silent. My mom looked at me like I was being disrespectful. She said, "Because you're older, that's life." That was the moment something inside me changed. I didn't yell, I didn't fight, I just stopped. I did my share, nothing extra, and suddenly the house felt the difference. The mess piled up. My siblings struggled. My mom noticed. We finally sat down. I explained everything, how I felt invisible, how it hurt, how unfair it was. For the first time, my mom listened. Things didn't change overnight, but they started to. Chores were divided, responsibilities shared, boundaries respected, and most importantly, I learned my worth. If you're watching this and feeling the same way, I want you to know something. Being responsible doesn't mean being used. Loving your family doesn't mean losing yourself. Speak up. Your voice matters. If this story touched you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your story in the comments. You are not alone. Have you ever felt like you were invisible inside your own home? Like no matter how much you worked, how much you helped, how much you sacrificed, nobody noticed. Nobody cared. Because that's exactly how my life was growing up. While my younger siblings lived carefree, happy lives, I was drowning in responsibility. And today, I'm finally telling the whole story. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is not an easy story for me to share. For a long time, I kept quiet because I thought this was normal. I thought every family worked this way. But now I realize it wasn't normal. It was unfair. This is the story of how my mom let my younger siblings skip every chore while I was forced to do everything. I grew up in a regular American household. Nothing fancy, no luxury, just a normal family trying to survive. I was the oldest child, and from a very young age, that label defined my entire life. Being the oldest meant I was expected to be mature, responsible, understanding. My younger siblings were too young to help. At least, that's what my mom always said. Every single day followed the same routine. I woke up early. Before school, I cleaned the kitchen. I washed dishes from the night before. I swept the floors. I took out the trash. After school, while my siblings relaxed, I cooked. I cleaned again. I folded laundry. I helped everyone else. And my siblings? They watched TV, played video games, used their phones. When I asked for help, my mom said, "You're older. You should know better." At first, I didn't complain. I wanted to be a good child, but slowly, it broke me. I felt exhausted. I felt angry. I felt invisible. It wasn't the chores that hurt the most. It was the fact that no one noticed my effort. No thank you, no appreciation, just more expectations. One evening, I finally asked my mom, "Why do I have to do everything while they do nothing?" She didn't even look at me. She said, "That's life. Stop being dramatic." That sentence shattered something inside me because that was the moment I realized my feelings didn't matter. One day, I reached my limit. I was exhausted, physically and mentally. I looked around the messy house and thought, if I don't clean, nothing gets done. So I stopped, not out of anger, out of self-respect. Within days, everything changed. The house got messy, dishes piled up, laundry stayed undone. My siblings didn't know what to do, and for the first time, my mom noticed. We finally sat down. I spoke calmly. I explained how tired I was, how unfair it felt, how alone I felt. This time, she listened. Not fully, but enough. Things didn't magically improve overnight, but chores were divided, responsibilities shared, and most importantly, I learned something powerful. If you are watching this and living the same life, please remember this. Being responsible does not mean being used. Being loving does not mean staying silent. Your voice matters, and it's okay to stand up for yourself. If this story touched your heart, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your story in the comments. You are not alone.